Hi everyone, it's Kristen from Lanchester Finds, and today I'm going to do an unboxing video. The weather is still cold outside, but I am anticipating spring and I need to get my Easter items listed. So let's open up this auction lot that I purchased that has a lot of Easter items. I've got some beautiful lilies here that were part of my Valentine's Day gift. And I have a handy dandy box that I like to use to carry all my items around to my listing area and then also to my storage area. And this is the first tote I'm going to unbox. So the first item we have here is an unmarked swan. I'll probably send that off to Goodwill. I might look up some comps, but I typically don't sell these kind of things. Unfortunately, they're really easy to break the dainty little flowers on there when you ship them out. But I might look this up and see. Here is another one. Now this one looks to have a name on it. So this is a Lefton. Let's see if we have any damage on these. See, this flower right here is completely broken off. So again, that will probably go to Goodwill. Here is a Lefton bunny in a very cute pose. So this one's got both the foil mark and that mark. So that is a cute little bunny. Got a little hobbyist salt shaker, a little hobbyist figurine. There's another salt and pepper shaker. That might be to that set. That is really cute. So let's see if we find another bunny and another chick. Yeah, here's the other. That one is salt and this one is pepper. Really cute. Those are adorable. Now they don't have any marks on them. Just have another swan. This one is a Goebel from Germany. That has a West Germany and it has the imprinted number on that. So that'll be easy to look up. And the Goebel usually sells pretty well for me. So that's a good one. Oh, and there's another one. So a pair. And they have the gold beak there. Let's see what else we have. There's the match for the salt and pepper. And then this cute little figurine has a mark on it that says A321. And you can see by the crazing on this that this is probably older. That's cute. Little bunny with holding a flower hat. Made in Taiwan, and someone made their own little mark on that. Oh, this is beautiful. Now these I sell all the time. This is a teapot ING glass ornament, and you can tell by the tree or star-shaped cap on this that it's a German ornament. Let's see if you can read made in Germany on there. So that is adorable, and it has the glitter on it. That will sell well. That's not really a spring item, but it does have a flower on it. So if you have an Easter tree, you could make it go for spring as well as Christmas. Ooh, I don't want to break that. So let's put this over here. And then this is a flocked bunny. That's cute. I will sell that if I get a large enough bunch of them, like maybe 4 or 5 together. Now this one looks to match that other one. Does this match for this? Yes. So those go together. Let's see what this one says. From Eleanor, 1978. So let's take that little label off and see what it says underneath. That's another Lefton. Isn't that cute? So I would call this a painter chick painting their egg. And here is another one painting their, those are very cute. So item 544. Very cute old Lefton items. Here's a more modern, just resin figure. Again, if I get enough of these, I will sell a lot of them. But I have sold a bunch of the little houses in the past, and there's a couple brands to look out for. But those actually sell pretty well. They're, you know, you can usually get these in a bag at Goodwill for a couple bucks, and if it comes with a house or something else, you can sell the lot for like about $20. So that's not bad. Here's another one. Here's an interesting wooden swan. Looks like a little ornament. The swans seem to be a theme here now. This is a resin one, so that will probably go in the Goodwill pile. Oh, and here's a glass one. Oh, this actually has a mark on it. Let's see what the sticker says. If I can read that. Let me see what this says. Handmade from Sweden. Let's see if there's damage to the beak. I don't think there is. So this is made in Sweden. Interesting. So I will have to look that one up. Oh, and here's my, this is probably why I bought these. I love these. These are the figurines that I have more of the realistic tones. They're very nice. That one's actually in really good condition. Let's see if I have others. Here's a hobbyist piece. Just more of a splatter glaze on that. So this kind of goes with, this has that rabbit fur detail on it that this one had. So they are probably, yeah, they're the same. So A320 and A321. So those probably go together. Those are quite cute. There's another Lefton, and you'll notice this is that same, this bunny and this chick are the same highly detailed hand painted Leftons. These are really nice. I think my grandma had the white bunny ones, and I think the brown bunnies are a little bit rarer. Oh, here's another one with more of the bunny fur details. And here's that chick that goes with that one. And so far, everything looks to be in very good condition from this estate. This is a Napco ware. Now this one looks like it's been modified a little. You can see the eyes here. It looks like someone might have added the red dot there. So that'll be interesting to see if I can fix that or get that off. But this is a Napco ware bunny. Oh, here's another swan. Now this is a Ainsley. So this is probably made in England, but again, let's see. Okay, that flower's not bad. That flower's not bad. Ooh, there's maybe a chip on that one. It doesn't look like it's chipped. Wow. One with no chips. That doesn't happen very often. So this one I might sell. I'm gonna have to look at it much more carefully, but this is Ainsley, fine bone china from England. That one's very pretty. And if indeed it doesn't have any flaws, that one could be a good one. Oh, here's another one. Look at that. Now I definitely sell these as a grouping probably. If I go in and look at the comps and one doesn't sell for a lot, I can put two of them together. And that doesn't look like it has any flaws either. This is Royal Dalton. Great. Okay, so there's two more swans with flowers. We've got another Easter chick that goes with this set here. So that's three. And this again is probably a Lefton. That one's not marked, but it is definitely a Lefton. Oh, and another one. Now this one actually has the Lefton sticker on it, so you can see. Let me see if this one has the sticker on the back. No, this one doesn't have the sticker, but I'll just sell these all as a lot. So I got three of these types of chicks and then the one little duck looking one. And then another Napco wear that doesn't have as dramatically red eyes, but they are still red. But this looks like more like what it should look like. Also, a trick on this, if someone has put marker on the bottom or marked it with their own initials, you can try and get that off with hand sanitizer. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That is on the unglazed portion of this one's on the glazed portion. That other one's on the unglazed portion. If it's on the glazed portion, it should come right off. But I'm not sure about those red eyes. I'll have to look that up and see if that's normal. So that is what was in that tote. So I'm going to group these by what I would like to list. So these I'm definitely going to list as a couple and these as a couple. And then I will put chicks all as a grouping. And I will list these as a grouping. And these brown ones as a grouping. And the two painters as a grouping. And I will have to look up, I'll definitely put these two swans in. I will definitely look up this Sweden swan. And then I have these two as a grouping. Let's see. 1, 2. I'm going to leave this brown one out because I might be able to find a companion for that. So 1, I'm going to put these two swans in here. So that's actually quite a few saleable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if it's 11 or 12. I might split those chicks up. So that's 12 listings. I'll have to go back and look and see what I paid for this lot, but that's a lot of really nice Easter items. And let me go get another tote to go through with you. So this is the tote I got to do next, and it looks like it's all redware eggs. I live in the central Pennsylvania area, and there's a lot of redware folk art potteries that are close to me, and this often comes up in estate sales and estate auctions I go to. This is a LB, so Lester Brenginger. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And it's unusual to find ones that are signed by him. So obviously this is made in 1995, so it's a vintage one. So that is a vintage, I would call that slipware egg. I like the swirl pattern. Let's see, I believe this whole bin is all of these eggs. Yeah, this is LB 2006. Now this one has, Scrivito is when they carve in the pattern. So that is a dragonfly, I believe. That's very pretty. And this has more of a stamp, not a signature. Oh, this one's cool. This is a dragonfly. Let's see. This is made by, Forest Pottery. Oh, I've never seen this mark before. Knolled Forest Pottery, 2012. So I'll have to look that up. It's very pretty. I like the colors on that. I love that raised design too. That's very unique. I'm gonna keep these out of here so you can see them. That's another LB. Now this one says LB et al., which I guess is the same mark that's on this. Yeah, LB et al. So that's what I was saying before, is this is kind of his pottery expanded and had a lot of other potters that worked there. So it's LB et al., where this one is hand signed LB, and it's from 1985. So he probably physically made this one, where these other ones are probably came from the pottery. But I like the Dutch tulip on that. That's a great, another sgraffito relief design. Here's one from 2000. And that one is LB. I have sold quite a lot of Brenninger pottery in the past. And if you go onto my Facebook page, you can kind of see some of the pieces that had more significant history. They are signed both by him and his wife. I believe it was Barbara. So it had a way to be, have LB and B, or B and LB on the bottom. And those two collectors are a little bit more valuable. This one's actually 94. I like that design on that as well. And I had a plate that he made that was a tribute to his high school yearbook photo. Was inscribed on the back which page it was on in his yearbook. That was a neat piece. Okay, this one is just some hash marks. Almost looks like a football, sort of. Now that one's a flower, very pretty in the green. And that's probably another. Now this one has the keystone mark and says LBB. So this might be what I was talking about. So that's a nice piece. Very unique. I love how every single one is completely different. Let's see if I can get this last one out without dropping anything. Oh, I love this one. This has like a tree of life folk art design. What does this say? Allie Schwentz. Huh. BP, Bring Your Pottery. That one's cool. Now I will sell these individually. Some of the LB et al. Ones I may lot up depending on what they go for. I love this like watercolor look. Isn't that pretty? That's very pretty. And I know I have a couple eggs from a different artist in a different tote. I'll have to go out and get those as well. There's another of the black LB94. And then BP09. Let's see what this one. Oh, that's like fireworks almost. Isn't that pretty? So that is the end of that tote. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, 12 items for my eBay for Easter. So since I'm going to list that redware set of eggs, I pulled out from my waiting to list pile this Distal Fink trinket bowl or dish. And this one is Seagroves. Is it Seagroves or Seagraves? James Seagroves. I'll have to look that up. But it's just beautiful. I love that. So I will include that with that Easter lot. I do sell a lot of redware. And then these little dishes I will also include. These are so dainty and delicate. But you see the little tulips and the heart there. And this is, I believe, oh, I'm going to forget who this is. Oh, here we go. Marianne Gritter, Pennsylvania Dutch Pottery. So there's Belle, don't make a bump. There's this little tiny dish, and then this one, to the road to a friend's house is never long. So those are all made. Pennsylvania Dutch pottery. So those will go in that same auction lot. And then a few more from that same. Yep. So there's an egg with the bird. That's that same artist. Two of them, very pretty. And then another plate. I do not know if this is the same artist. It is. Wow. So it's a whole set from that same artist. I like the little schoolhouse and the little houses. That's very cute. So that's actually a nice Sunday night auction because that's quite a bit. And then the figurines that I've set aside in that other box. So that will get me started on my Easter listings. If you are interested at all in any of my eBay listings, you can go to Lanchester Finds eBay store, and I will put the link in the description below. And if you like this video, please like, comment, or share. And I do, on my Sunday night auctions, I usually post some photos on my Facebook and Instagram so that you know exactly what is being sold. And you can check that out too. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video.